quick work right here. The heavyweights, they got into the cage. Tai Tuivasa, he came out to the Nelly Furtado, you know what I mean, intro song. Like the crowd, he has the crowd in the palm of his hands at all times. Sergei Pavlovich comes in, he gets booed, but now people are calling him the White Francis Ngannou because he walks forward, he blitzes you, and you just don't recover from these shots, man. And as soon as he started landing on Tai Tuivasa, it was over. Now, here's my argument for Sergei Pavlovich now. I think I'm starting to understand, and I'm glad that I picked with my mind here instead of my heart, because I told you, everybody, I wanted to pick Tuivasa, but I'm starting to understand here. Sergei Pavlovich is an interesting combination of both power and speed. And when you match him up with these guys who are willing to trade, willing to bang like a Tai Tuivasa is, all he's going to do is he's going to walk you down Muay Thai style, wait for that opening, feint, wait for that opening, crack you with the big one, and as soon as he smells that blood in the water, he just goes relentless mode, but not sticking his chin out there ready to get cracked. He's still maintaining distance, throwing big bombs, slipping the big punches to Tuivasa, and just getting his work done a little bit further at range than staying in the pocket. And it's working, man. He's beating everybody. He's starching people first round after first round after first round. And if I take a peek at it right now, because he did log 2 knockdowns against Tai Tuivasa, his last, sheesh, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. His last 6 fights have ended in the first round, and he has won. Actually, more than that. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of his last fights have ended in the first round. He's won 6 of them. Come on, bro. The only person he lost to was Alistair Overeem, and that's, come on, bro. That's a massive man right there. So, Tai Tuivasa, very down on himself in this bout, but what could he have done different? This was almost like the matchup that was made perfectly for Pavlovich.
I think the only thing you could have done a little differently is just not get tagged first. I think in this one, and like you said, Derek, one of the big things that impressed me most about Pavlovich is, yes, he was going berserk mode, throwing punches nonstop once he smelled a little bit of blood in that water, but he was staying technical and flawless with it, man, because he was throwing punches straight down the pipe, had great head movement, seeing the punches coming from Tuivasa, dipping up out of the way, ducking up out of the way, and then coming back with some fluid punches right down the pipe. Very, very impressive for Pavlovich. But what could Tuivasa have done? Because this is a very hard matchup, man. Pavlovich is going to be a monster for anyone in the division. But if you can avoid that first onslaught, that first punch, that first one that cracks you when you wake up like, oh shit, what hit me? And then this dude's in your face. If you can avoid that and you be the first one to hit him, then I think we're going to be able to see something a little different from Pavlovich. A little bit more of a worry of fighting off your back, kind of like, oh shit, like he hit me first. Like, oh no, like what am I going to do? That kind of instinct kind of kicks in. That's where I think we're going to see some success when you're fighting Pavlovich. Other than that, man, this guy is a mix of the new breed we've been talking about, that light, kind of agile style, but also has the power to boot. This Russian's going to be a very, very big problem to deal with, man.
And you know what? The common theme that I'm seeing here is that most people are saying, and this is most people, right? This is the Twitter sphere and all that. People are saying that there's literally only like 2 or 3 heavyweights who, and this is what Kenny Florian said, there's only 2 or 3 heavyweights right now on the roster who don't just go in the cage and throw dice and just fucking, you know what I mean, go after it. Like there's only like 3 calculated heavyweights. One would be Cyril Gane, another one would be Sergei Pavlovich, and then the last one would be, I don't know if you can really count Ngannou, because Ngannou, a lot of his style really is that I'm just going to take your head off with the big shot, but there's got to be at least one more out there. But that's the whole entire point. Yeah, maybe Curtis Blades, right? But that's what it comes down to, man. Pavlovich is going to be a monster. You beat Abdurakhimov, you beat Lewis, you beat Tuivasa. At this point, you have nobody left to fight but the top 3. There's nobody left in the division for you to fight that makes sense. Looking for fantastic things moving ahead for Pavlovich. And at this point, people are wondering, what does Pavlovich versus Cyril Gane look like? And I'm not going to lie to you here, AJ. The way that Tai Tuivasa was able to tag Cyril Gane makes me kind of feel like Pavlovich could get the win on Gane. No matter how skilled he is, you have to be perfect for 5 minutes if you're Cyril Gane. If you're Sergei Pavlovich, you got to land 1. And that's always the tail of the tape in heavyweight division right here. You got anything else, or you want to move on to the next one?
I think the only thing I think about that matchup, man, is the foot movement that Cyril Gane possesses might be a problem for Pavlovich. Mm-hmm. So we might only see a second round fight instead of a first round finish.
Only a round extra, no big deal. But all right, man, shout out to Sergei Pavlovich right here. Tai Tuivasa will be back, but I do think that Tai Tuivasa is along that same cloth of like fun fight, you know what I mean? Fun money fights and all that, championship aspirations, just not sure at this point.